In one of my previous videos, I did share with you guys one of the fastest ways I make Nigerian stew for my family. I really wanted to know what most people use to make their stew, especially for those outside Nigeria, because initially I used fresh tomatoes, the salad tomatoes from the stores, until I found out about these tin chopped tomatoes. So I find these chopped tomatoes containing too much tomato juice, and someone just made me realize in the comment section of my previous video that the tomato plums has lesser juice than this chopped tomato, so I might consider switching to the plum. What I usually do when I drain off the tomato juice, I use the main part of the tomatoes, and then the juice, if I've got meat, marinated chicken, I just cook the chicken in the tomato juice. And for the main tomatoes, all I have to do, I just reduce it on the fire, and it takes a shorter time to get reduced. Afterwards, I just use it to make my stews. And then for the meat stock, I can sometimes, that's for the tomato juice meat stock, I can add it in here, or if I've got a separate meat stock, I can add it into my stew. So that way, I have better control on the consistency of my stew. So while I was making that stew, I have this already marinated chicken. I marinated this chicken in Kenju seasoning, so I just want to steam them up in that tomato juice. It's quite a lot, so I'm steaming the chicken in the tomato juice. Chicken is marinated, but the tomato juice is tasteless. So what I usually do, I add my stock cube, I add jollof rice spice, just a little, because I want to use this for mainly jollof rice or pasta. So I'm boiling the chicken inside the tomato juice. The tomato juice is not tasteless, because if you just boil your marinated chicken inside that tomato juice, it might tamper with the tastiness of that chicken. So I want to have a balance with the tastiness of everything, yeah, if that makes sense. So this is soft chicken, so I just steam it for like 10 minutes, halfway through the cooking time, and then I added it into this roasting pan. So I've got the meat stock there, that's the juicy meat stock over there, and some leftover chicken. I grilled the chicken for about 15 to 20 minutes in the grill function of my oven. So while grilling, I put the chicken on the rack and then put the roasting pan underneath so the juice can drip down, so it doesn't get soggy, because I want it properly dried and crispy. So I use that tomato juice meat stock to make some macaroni for Chikamso and Cassie. Because it's tasty and good to go, I didn't add salt or seasoning cube anymore, because I already did. However, I'm not using that for my 7-month-old, because obviously it contains salt already. For the leftover, which is quite a lot, because I used a lot of chopped tomatoes in that video, if you can see, I think I used about 10, so I have a lot of juice. So I'll be putting the leftover in a freezer bag, and then I'll pop it in my freezer. Whenever I want to cook jollof rice, pasta, potatoes, lentil, anything I want to make, I just use it. So I'm currently in search of places around my location where I can get large box of fresh tomatoes, because I really want to have fresh tomatoes where I can cook them or reduce them myself and freeze it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. See you guys in my next video. Bye.